Welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is going to be absolutely bonkers, and today I'm bringing you guys to a master plan community with outrageous price cuts. And these price cuts today, you guys, are real price cuts. These price cuts are signs of liquidation here to come in this master plan community. So I'm going to pull up a bunch of data with you guys to show you what the price cuts are actually at when compared to 2022 market. So again, this is a community. We do not have to guess. Massive gutting of prices here, and not only the prices being cut, y'all, also massive amounts of inventory coming on the market. So inventory has absolutely exploded here, and so has the price cut. So I'm really looking forward to going through this video with you guys today. And if you can, do me a favor for all the effort. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, shoot me a comment below, but either way, I really hope you enjoy. And the name of this community is called Tavola, and you can see behind me, I hope you could see the master plan community right there, again, which is called Tavola. And I had to walk through an overwhelming amount of mud just to get that scene for you guys, so I really hope you liked it. But nevertheless, let me pull up a map and I'm gonna tell you guys exactly where I'm at. So let's start downtown Houston. Now we're gonna jump on the 69 freeway. We're gonna go all the way up the 69 to New Caney. We're gonna exit the freeway, take a right, and we have this great little community right here called Tavola. So if you want more information on Tavola, that's where it's at. Before we begin to tour the community, remember, we don't know whether or not these price cuts are real until we've equipped ourselves with the data and with the knowledge. And if you guys come to these new home building communities without the data and without representation, odds are you can become a victim of the horrible games that they play. You guys can see here, I'm actually walking through the sales offices with Lennar and MI Homes right now. So what I'll do first is I'm going to throw up on the screen a market analysis for 2022 for only Tavola. So let me throw this data up so we're not flying blind. Now quickly, as you can see, the average price per square foot was $149.34. That is the average price per square foot for 2022. The average sales price was a little bit over $330,000. Average square footage about 2,300 square feet. Okay, so again, when you go to these communities, this is something that's really important you need. There's additional ways to get value, but right now what I need you to understand is the average home in 2022 sold for $149 a square foot. So now that we have the average price per square foot for 2022 at $149, we can now talk about price cuts. And as I'm talking to you guys about price cuts, go ahead and look behind me and look at the unbelievable amount of building that's going on right now. And the thing that's really wild about this is I was here less than about 2 months ago, and all of the homes that they were working on 2 months ago are basically done, and they've added like 50, 60, 70 additional homes to their construction projects. So this is, it's really alarming to me how fast they're actually throwing these houses up. We'll go into that more as we go through this video. But let's start with the first price cut. I'm gonna throw up active MLS listings in Tavola so that you guys can determine whether or not it's a good price cut. So starting with the first comp. Now, as you guys can see here, this was originally listed for $367. It is now listed for $303. And if you look at the price per square foot at $148.65. And really what that tells us is that price cut is not a good price cut. It's not even taking the price of the house under 2022 value. So let me throw up the number 2 listing right now. So as you can see on this listing, this was price cut, you guys, over $70,000. So it was price cut over $70,000, and look at the price per square foot. It's the same as 2022. So this $70,000 price cut is not real. Let's throw up the third active MLS listing right now. Now, as you guys can see, this is a $72,000 price cut. And if you look under the price cut and under the price, you can see right now that it takes that square footage down to $127 a square foot. And what that means, you guys, is that price cut is a true price cut, bringing the market value of that house under 2022 values by a significant amount. So let's bring up the fourth active MLS right now. Now, as you can see, this was originally listed for $422,000. It is now listed for $350,000. That represents a $73,000 price cut, or rather 17% off the original listing price. And you can see from that square footage, $127 a square foot, that price cut is a great price cut. And again, the really crazy thing about this specific new home building community, because there's some that are not doing this, these price cuts are absolutely potentially destroying anyone that purchased in 2022. Now, just to give you guys an idea of just how bad a shape this community is in, let me show you guys some charts that I got from the active MLS. And right now, y'all, I'm walking down a street where, as you can see, both sides are being worked on. And again, I can tell you, these houses they're being thrown up. I cannot believe how much progress they've made in such a short amount of time. But anyways, let me show you the total amount of listings. So you can see that in Tovala, there's over 170 listings. Now, of those 170 listings, there's 82 homes. Again, you guys, there are 82 homes available right now. Now, of the 82 homes, 31 of those houses right now, 31 of those houses, or 37% of the available inventory, is experiencing price cuts right now. And again, these aren't just any price cuts. These are significant price cuts going underneath market value. And again, another reason why I'm walking down here is it's not stopping. As you can see, the construction is everywhere in this community. So as far as finding a community right now in Texas that is experiencing liquidation type price cuts, look no further than where I'm at right now. And again, you guys can see they're pouring concrete there. I mean, this is an ecosystem of new construction at various stages. I'm walking down a street right now where both sides of the street has completed inventory. You guys can see the open house Lennar's trying to hold behind me. So here's the situation with inventory. Normally, builders phase out their developments after they've been under contract. The thing is with these houses, y'all, almost every single house that you see has no contract and is available to purchase. What that does is puts a tremendous amount of pressure on these new home builders. They are not in the business to hold their inventory, because remember, the builders have very unfavorable financing, and about 1/3 of commercial debt is actually coming due this year. You guys can see that other available house right there. And I like going by signs that say available on the property, because there are so many realtors and investors in denial still about what's actually happening with prices in the housing market, which in this new community is a complete disaster. Not only do they have excessive amounts of inventory listed on MLS, but also their website. That's not all. I can certainly assure you that there's also a substantial amount of shadow inventory, or rather inventory that's not even listed on their website or on MLS. The reason why that's so important is it means that there's a lot more damage that we don't see. Whenever there's a new building community just like this, when there's excessive building and excessive homes that are not selling, generally that is a sign of a tremendously distressed new home building community. So it's really surprising that they're still building all of this. You guys see all of this building? Look at behind me. There's a whole little section behind me. I'm gonna pan the other way so y'all can see. I'm gonna try to get out of here, but I'm doing a whole 360. Hundreds of houses available, y'all. Hundreds of houses available right now without any contract. So, once again, not only do we have already built massive amounts of inventory, we also have a massive amount of homes that are under construction and in various stages of development. And all of the stuff that y'all see behind me, in front of me, to the left, to the right, means it's just going to put more and more pressure on these new home builders. And let's not forget that a lot of them, Lennar, D.R. Horton, are also entangled in the massive commercial real estate meltdown. Let's talk about a few pitfalls and warnings about new construction if you plan on purchasing it. Now, we'll start with the most logical one, which is quality of construction. And I'm saying that because of the thousands and thousands of reviews around the nation where they're actually complaining about how homes are being built. And when I'm in this community, I can tell y'all, how fast they're actually building these houses. and their sites are super dirty. So I'm gonna turn real quick so you guys can see, you know, what's going on in front of me. They're actually pouring concrete, they're pouring cement. Y'all see that? Massive, massive, massive amounts of building going on right now. And you guys can see some of the sites behind me. Y'all see that? Okay, so the quality of construction is the first thing. Obviously, in order to get around that, you're gonna wanna do a really, really detailed home inspection. You're gonna want the builder to fix anything that's wrong prior to you closing. Now, the second pitfall to new construction is, unfortunately, like realtors and loan officers, they are not regulated. So it's very, very difficult to work with them. You know, and a lot of times they'll play games with you, especially if you do not have a realtor. Now, the third thing is generally new construction is more expensive than resale, except right now, new construction is actually going under resale value. Now, the fourth pitfall to new construction is property taxes. Generally, when you purchase new construction, property taxes are higher in communities like this versus resale community. Now, one of the advantages of purchasing new construction is the warranty, obviously, and the house is new, which you're gonna need because according to a lot of recent homeowners, these houses aren't being built very well at all. So I'm gonna pan one more time, guys, and you know, let me know if you see anything kind of crazy. I'm gonna creep up here a little bit. I don't wanna get in these people's ways, but I just wanna show you again what's going on, the massive amounts of building. They have a tremendous amount of inventory, tremendous amount of new construction going on. I mean, they cannot control themselves. This is literally outrageous. This is shocking. A lot of this wasn't even here a couple months ago. I'm absolutely perplexed right now with how much construction is actually going on. So in conclusion, Tovola has the biggest price cuts of any new home build community that I have been to so far in Houston because the price cuts are real. And not only are the price cuts are real, Lennar and MI Builder are offering additional incentives to purchase these houses in the form of rate buy downs and things of that nature. But also on top of that, these guys can't stop building. They cannot stop building. So what will happen, y'all, is if we have credit tightening and these people can't get additional monies to complete all of this that you see here, that will be additional pressure to get these guys to continue to price cut. But I think it is absolutely astonishing. Now, we will find communities like this more and more and more as we go through 2023. And again, I want to end like this. You don't know if the price cuts are good unless you have the data. So when you go home shopping, whether it's with the realtor or you are a realtor, make sure before you step foot in any community that you have the data and are not flying blind. Now, other than that, guys, let me know you like this video. Hit the like button one more time for your boy. And if you're out there investing in real estate, you know I wish you luck and I hope you win.